What's going on, everybody? And I hope you're enjoying your Hump Day Wednesday night. This is NYG Jeffy T85 here, and I'm bringing you the BKN Game Recap for the Brooklyn Nets as they take on the AtlantaHawks tonight. And this was a nail-biter of a basketball game. No Trae Young. Trae Young missed this game tonight due to an ankle injury. The Nets were obviously without Joe Harris, who's dealing with a knee injury. And this game pretty much came right down to the wire. In fact, the Nets were leading by 1 point, and the AtlantaHawks had the basketball with about 5 seconds to go. They decide not to call a timeout after Kyrie Irving missed a three-point shot from behind the arc. Atlanta takes the ball, drives down the court. Dejounte Murray takes a three-point shot at the buzzer, and he just misses it. And the Nets escape tonight. Literally escape with a 108-107 victory, and the Nets now have officially won 10 games in a row. They are now 23-12 on the NBA season. The Nets pretty much, they literally escaped out of this basketball game. This was a lot closer than it should have been. I mean, Atlanta pretty much was controlling this basketball game for the most part. In fact, they were up by 15 at one point. They were up by 15 at one point in this game. They were up by 7 points at the half. They were up by as many as 15 for most of this game. But the Nets were able to battle back in the second half thanks to Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving again, shooting them back into this game. In fact, Kyrie Irving at one point scored the last 8 points for the Brooklyn Nets, and he was able to lead this basketball team all the way back and put them up by 9 at one point. In fact, the Nets had a lead as much as 11 in this game before the Hawks started to storm back towards the end of this game and pull it to within 1. You had Dejounte Murray, who's an excellent free throw shooter, standing at the free throw line with a chance to tie it, and he misses one of two free throws. The Nets try to take their time, drive it all the way down to about 5 seconds left. Irving misses that three-point shot, and then the Nets are able to withstand a buzzer-beater shot by Dejounte Murray, who misses at the horn, and the Nets have now won 10 straight games, the most in the NBA so far this season. They are now 23-12 on the season. They are looking likely to make it. The Nets are looking like they're still going to be about a half game behind the Milwaukee Bucks, as the Bucks are right now winning their game against the Bulls. But it looks like they're going to take a full game lead over the Cleveland Cavaliers, since Cleveland is off tonight. And the Nets continue their good basketball ways. In fact, Kevin Durant led the game, or Kyrie Irving led the game in scoring, where he was 11 of 22 from the field in 37 minutes. He also had 8 assists and 5 rebounds. He did have 4 personal fouls. He had 28 points in the game. Good job by Kyrie Irving. Kevin Durant had 4 turnovers. That's the negative. But the positive is he had 16 rebounds. He had 8 assists, including 2 blocked shots. Durant was all over the place on the defensive end of the court. He had 26 points. He was 9 for 9 from the free throw line. He was 8 of 17 overall from the field in 36 minutes. And Nicolas Claxton had 6 blocked shots, 17 points in this game, 10 rebounds. In 35 minutes, he was 8 of 9 from the field. So it was really the Nets' big 3 players that got the job done. And then Ben Simmons in 25 minutes was 5 for 10 from the field. 5 rebounds, 2 assists. He did have 2 turnovers, and he had 10 points in the game. And then Patty Mills coming off the bench. T.J. Warren, Edmund Sumner, and Yuta Watanabe had off games in terms of shooting the basketball, but Patty Mills was able to make up for it at the free throw line, and especially from the field, where he shot 3 of 3 from the field, 3 of 3 from the three-point line. He had 12 points. He had 1 rebound in 12 minutes. So Patty Mills was able to make up for the missed shots that were happening with the Brooklyn Nets in terms of the court. The Nets actually tied in rebounds 47-47 overall. They did commit to 18 personal fouls to Atlanta's 14. They had 22 assists on the game. So did Atlanta. So the Nets and the Hawks pretty much matched a lot of the numbers that were in this game. The Nets did turn the basketball. The Nets had 13 blocks compared to the 6 of Atlanta. The Nets had 12 turnovers. Atlanta had only 3. Atlanta had 3 turnovers all game. So the Hawks did a good job taking care of the basketball. But the Nets shot 51% from the field. 42 of 83. They shot 39%, 10 of 26, 39% from the three-point line. The Hawks shot 43% from the field, 42 of 97, and the Hawks shot 36% from the three-point line, 8 of 22. The Nets escaped this game. The Hawks, Okongwu, the center, the power forward for the Atlanta Hawks, was really a problem for the Nets tonight. He had 18 points and 13 rebounds, including 3 block shots. It was really a battle between the centers. Both Okongwu and Claxton had big games. And then John Collins, he was pretty good too. 21 points, 8 rebounds. And Dejounte Murray had 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists. But in the end, the Nets were able to do enough to pull off this victory against the Atlanta Hawks. And they have now officially won 10 games in a row. They are going to be at least a half game behind, it looks like, the Milwaukee Bucks for the second seed in the Eastern Conference. But either way, the Nets have now won 10 in a row. They're 23 of 12 on the season. They've won 13 of their last 14 games. And now they get ready for a matchup on New Year's Eve, December 31st, the last day of 2022, against the Charlotte Hornets in Charlotte. And the Nets have an opportunity to really end the 2022 year on a strong note if they could take care of one of the worst teams in the NBA, and that's the Charlotte Hornets, and make it 11 in a row and 14 out of their last 15 against the Hornets in Charlotte. The Nets, they're finding ways to get it done. Even when this team was having difficulty with this Atlanta Hawks team that seemed to be doing... The Hawks were giving them problems in the front court. Okongwu and Collins were giving them a ton of fits in that front court all night long, whether it was rebounding, post-ups, putbacks, block shots, everything. But you had Durant, you had Irving, and you had Claxton. They were able to step up their games tonight and put the Nets over the top and do enough to help the Nets secure the victory tonight. And that's all you ask for, especially Kyrie Irving. When this team was trailing for most of the game, Irving put the team on his back and scored at least 8-9 straight points and put the Nets up by 9 at one point. 11 was their biggest lead. And they had to hold on by the skin of their teeth just to pull off this victory. But either way, the Nets found another way to pull off this victory in gritty fashion. And it's a wonderful thing to see. The Nets pull off this victory. And now they are 23 and 12 in 35 games. They are the third best team in the East. 10 straight victories. Yes, 10 straight victories, which is an NBA high this season. No team has hit double-digit win streak so far, rather than the Brooklyn Nets. And they get ready for the last day of the year, 2022. The Nets get ready for a big game against the Charlotte Hornets, trying to look to end 2022 strong. It's not really a big game, but any one of these games now is big because you want to try to keep this winning streak going and keep these positive vibes going for the Brooklyn Nets. Either way, Durant, Irving, Simmons to a small degree, Patty Mills coming off the bench, and Claxton got the job done for this team, with good contributions from Royce O'Neal and Ben Simmons on the defensive end. Let's see what the Nets can do when they take on the Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets, you can't overlook any basketball team. Just like tonight with the Hawks, even without Trae Young, this team still has talent. But the Nets have got to do what is necessary and take care of business against a Hornets team that is clearly not going anywhere this year. So the Nets have got to take care of business and get the job done. Get the job done against the Hornets. And end 2022 on an incredibly strong note on Saturday night. That is your BKN Game Recap. By the skin of their teeth, after a buzzer-beating miss by Dejounte Murray, the Brooklyn Nets escape, and I literally mean escape, with a 108-107 victory, thanks to Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving again. Nick Claxton, with the way he played on the boards, having 6 block shots. Patty Mills giving them 12 points off the bench. And the Nets just doing enough to secure their 10th straight win, which is a league high this year amongst NBA teams. So if you guys like this video, hit the like button below. Sub up if you haven't already to NYGJeffyT85 for more breaking news, updates, chatter, and game recaps surrounding the Brooklyn Nets. Turn on the bell for notifications on the next video or short dropping on the channel surrounding the Brooklyn Nets. And let me know in the comments section what you think about the game tonight, the fact that the Nets literally squeaked out this victory, and what you're looking forward to heading into the game Saturday night against the Charlotte Hornets, the last day of 2022, and if the Nets can make it 11 straight against one of the bottom teams in the Eastern Conference in Charlotte. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great rest of your hump day Wednesday night. Take it easy and let's go Brooklyn Nets. As always, it's a Nets world, and right now, we're all just living in it.